everybody, it's Stu from Ukuleleles, and today I'd like to teach you a fun Bruce Springsteen song. Now, this song is great for beginners because you only need 3 chords to play it, but it's also great for anybody who wants to expand their playing, because in the process we learn about suspended chords, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff you can do in the key of A. I'll be sharing some of this later in the video, as well as a play-along jam for you. Let's get into the jam. First, I'm going to show you the strum and the suspended chords so you can just jump right in and we'll play the tune together. You can follow along with this jam session right here in this video, but if you would like to support the channel and also receive a PDF song sheet of this lesson, go right here, click on this link or in the links below. It'll take you to my Patreon page. All of my different Patreon posts have all kinds of goodies, including tabs, printable song sheets, jam tracks, MP3s for you to download, and a whole bunch of other goodies depending on which tier you're signed up for. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon. You are helping this channel to grow and this content to continue to come at you each and every week. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get into this. The first chord we're going to need is A major. We'll also decorate that with a suspension, and what that means is I'm dropping the ring finger onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and that's a suspended chord. For a moment, this chord is not major or minor. The 3rd note of the scale, do, re, mi, that 3rd of the scale, which makes it major, is now been replaced by the 4th note of the scale, and that's why it's called a sus4, short for suspended 4 chord. So get used to that sound. The next chord we're going to use is D major. You can finger this in any way you like. I think it would be great if you could get comfortable with this 1st finger. And again, I'm suspending. I'm replacing the 3rd note of the D major scale, do, re, mi, with the 4th note. And that melodic embellishment makes the chord really sing, and you'll hear this whole song uses this embellishment. The 3rd chord we're going to need is a good old E7 chord. Later on in the song, when there's a little bit of an instrumental break, you'll watch me play the same pattern I did on D. I'm going to move it up to the 4th fret to create an E suspended chord. Notice when I play this E, I'm barring at the 4th fret and I'm allowing that string to be muffled. So you just have to get into the details of your knuckle to pull that off. If you're finding this difficult to do, you can simply strum along the chords without the suspension. Now, the rhythm for the suspension, in the most simplest terms, would be this. 1, up, down, down, up, down, down. 1, up, down. Plays after the beat. Okay, another way to do that is to do a very gentle strum on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can make the suspension happen by fingering D like this, or even like this. A lot of ways to make it work, and it's totally cool to let that open A string ring. Later, when we get up here to E major suspended, we're going to want that top string to be muffled. 2 ways to play it, of course. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Or those last 2 strums can be down ups, 8th notes. Up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. So it's really up to you which sound you like. You can alternate them as well. Notice how the 1st beat was not played. 1, up, down, 1. So to get this riff down, you're going to have to coordinate that suspension on beats 3 and then lifting it off on 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you go to the D chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Notice how when I play on 1, I'm using either just my thumb or just a little itsy bitsy touch, because the strong beat is on the and of 1. 1 and. 1 and. I'll show you what I'm doing there at the end of the video. So let's jam out the song. You may want to pause the video and just get comfortable with this first riff. Just loop that together. Are you ready? 1, 2, let's jam. I had a friend, was a big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool, boy. Saw him the other night at this roadside bar. I was walking in, he was walking out. I went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks, but all we kept talking about was glory days. And they'll pass you by, glory days. In the wink of a young girl's eye, glory days. Glory days, yeah. Here's the second verse. Yeah, well, I know a girl, she lives up the block. Back in school, she could turn all the boys' heads. Sometimes on a Friday, I'll stop by and have a few drinks after she put her kids to bed. Her husband, Bobby, well, they split up. I guess it's 2 years gone by now. We just sit around talking about the old times. She says when she feels like crying, she starts laughing, thinking about glory days. Yeah, they'll pass you by, glory days. In the wink of a young girl's eye, glory days. Glory days. Now it goes up to E. I'm going down to the well tonight. I'm gonna drink till I get my fill. And I hope when I don't sit around thinking about it, but I probably will. It's just sitting back, trying to recapture a little of the glory of. But the time slips away, leaves you with nothing, mister, but boring stories of glory days. Yeah, they'll pass you by, glory days. In the wink of a young girl's eye, glory days. Glory days. And here it just keeps on jamming. Well, alright! Well, yeah! Well, alright, and there's that riff, up, up, down, down, up, up, suspension. That's Bruce Springsteen's Glory Days. 3 chords in the key of A. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And please share this with your friends. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this lesson and the song. Keep on jamming. This is a great riff to bust out in a circle. Make a lot of people happy with this one. See you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here.